So excited all of you are on. So we're going to talk about a couple of things today. My son has that so loud in there. Let me just pull up exactly what I was going to cover with y'all today. Okay, so first and foremost, we have to be ready to finish off this year. Do you have your calendar? So I'm going to show y'all my day today. It's a little scary. This is what my day looks like. It is literally planned out per hour. And unfortunately, things get in the middle of that, which is insane. But I want you to go ahead and pull open your calendar and make sure that you have everything blocked in there, such as I have a Christmas party. This is when the family Christmas is. This is when we're doing Christmas at our house. We have a company party. We have all the different things. And I want you to block off in a square on your calendar, time to get ready, time to go to the party, time to come home, time to drive, whatever it is. Block off that section, because here's the deal. We still have to work our business, even though there is a lot of chaos and shopping and wrapping presents. I mean, it's on my schedule today before our Christmas party tonight that I have to wrap the rest of the presents that are in my office. Can't leave until that's done. And I hate wrapping presents. If I could do every gift bag, that would be great. But that has to be done. So it's blocked off on this schedule. I'm going to make good use of my time, though. I'm going to listen to something motivational during that. But I want you to block those off in your calendar right now. This is going to make us be completely organized and still be able to get our stuff done and not look up on December 31st and go, I didn't hit my goal this month, but I also didn't work because I was too busy with all of the life that was happening. We cannot use that as an excuse. And because we still have to build a business. If you had a regular, which most of you probably do, a regular job, and you told them, I'm so sorry I didn't get any of my work done with you this month because, well, I was busy wrapping presents and I was busy going to Christmas parties and I was busy attending my kid events for Christmas. How do you think that would go over? Probably not very well. So you are your own boss in this business. You need to be disciplined with that. So let's do that right now. Make sure you have everything blocked off. And I do know, y'all, this week, big Christmas party tonight. Of course, Mondays are always my craziest days. Tomorrow, I have a huge event in Wise County that is my 10th year to be putting this event on. It's pretty much going to wipe out most of my day. But look at tomorrow. It looks a lot better. That's because I know I'll be preparing for that stuff all day, but I have to work in there too. No excuse. Wednesday, I have another Christmas party and our 12 days of Christmas stuff is going on. Thursday, there's stuff every hour blocked off. But guess what? I have things in there that says you have to work during this time, your job. Which does that mean I sometimes have to get up earlier? Yes. Because that may be the only time I have to do it. So I want you to block everything off. I have a lot of volunteer stuff I have to do this month too, y'all. Between ringing the bell for Salvation Army, helping with Spirit of Christmas, this event tomorrow night. I'm going to have to start limiting myself to 5 to 7 hours of volunteer time per week. I tend to do a lot. Oh, I got to feed teachers at the school. I'm doing 12 days of Christmas at the school. I'm not providing all the gifts. I'm just making sure they all get there. Just a lot of stuff going on. But does that mean that I get to give the excuse to myself? I was so busy, I couldn't do my job? No. And what's really funny is I will hear so many people tell me, well, December's a hard month because everybody's buying Christmas. 8 years in this business. This will be my ninth. This will be my ninth Christmas, I guess. December is usually my highest volume month. That in July. I don't know why. It's crazy. Those 2 months. So if you are putting that excuse in your head right now that everybody's buying Christmas so they're not buying Thrive, you need to erase it. That is not true. It is not true. Now, I will tell you that after Christmas, when all their stuff is already bought, your business should be booming. So you need to be ready for that because everybody's ready for the new year, new you, right? So if you have that mentality in your head right now that it's going to be a tough month because everybody's buying Christmas, you have to erase it. It is not true. It's something you're giving yourself an excuse for not working your business or not letting things happen. If you believe that people are not going to buy from you, guess what happens? Nobody's going to buy from you. I had all kinds of auto ships go through yesterday, and I have some single moms in that group and some people who live on a pretty tight budget. They didn't cancel their auto ship. They kept going. So it can happen. So one, we're changing our mindset or getting in the right frame of mind. And two, we're blocking off this calendar. Now, I'm going to share with you some verbiage that I sent out this morning and I gave to my team. Calendar is filled. Yeah, my calendar is insane. However, let me just say this. I always think that busy people get things done, because that's just how their mojo works. As long as you are not wasting time. I will say that probably during December, I am definitely more focused on not wasting time. I'm down to every hour so that I don't have that excuse for sure. But people who have a lot of time on their hands, I just noticed they don't get stuff done. So being busy is not a bad thing. Okay. So our calendar is set. If you haven't, you might want to put little green marks around it. Allow yourself time to get ready, go drive to the event, come back. If the event's at your house, you're cleaning your house up. We're not wasting time. There's no sense in making the house crazy. They're just going to come in and mess it up. So just be cute. Okay. Now this is the verbiage I'm about to stick in here that I sent out to my team this morning and what I am personally sending out. This is going out to every free account. Now I won't be able to get it all done today, Mondays, but this is a good script that I'm sending to all free accounts that I have. Why? Because a lot of them are going to be wanting a new year, new you. They may not be ready this week, but they might be ready after Christmas. Whatever the situation is, I need to touch base with every single free account. Now, if I don't get them all done today, I'll do them on Tuesday. Now, most of you know that I make a goal for myself every month to have 30 new free accounts. 30 new free accounts times 12 months out of the year. That's a lot of people I've got to touch. They don't all order, but it's a lot of people I have to touch. And so you go back 8 years of that. Yes, I still send it to people who signed up with me in 2013. I don't know what the hell's wrong with them. I don't know why they're not buying Thrive. They're crazy. Maybe this reach out will actually do it. So here's what it says. Happy Monday. So I'm so sorry we couldn't connect during our Black Friday and Cyber Monday sales, but no worries. I hear there are going to be some great ones that drop this week as we get closer to the holidays. Thriving through the holidays is so awesome. Would you like for me to pop that to you as soon as I get the info? Basically, what you're looking for here is, sure, yeah, that sounds great. Thumbs up. That's all you're looking for. And as soon as you get that, you write their name down. Are you going to pop them a special right now? No. Because you're saying that it's coming. Okay. So here's what I do. I write those names down. They automatically become my hot list. And then when, like, let's say Thursday, Lavelle still hasn't dropped anything. I'm like, oh, guess I got to make this one up on my own. I'll go, oh my gosh, here it is for the weekend. Our Thrive Experience Pack retails for $230. It's on special for $150 and free shipping, because I'm probably going to throw some credits on there. How does that work for you? Does that work in your budget? Can I put you down and reserve one for you? That's the kind of questions I ask them at the end. 3 words I never say, never say, let me know. They won't let you know. So you have to ask a question for them to come back. Okay. Let's say Lavelle does drop something. We have no idea. You'll have something to share with them, right? So the main point I'm trying to do is take this script right here and get it out to as many possible people as I can. Because obviously we want more people thriving. What have some of you set for your goal for this week? Not for this month, but for this week. What are some goals that you've set for yourself? Put those in chat. So when I say my positive affirmations every morning, I have a goal for the week that also becomes a positive affirmation. And mine this week is I have signed up 2 new customers, 2 new promoters. Now, last week I said the same thing and I got 1 customer and 1 promoter. That's pretty good. I was pretty excited about that. But this week it's 2 customers and 2 promoters. What is my purpose? My purpose is to try to hit VIP 800 every week. Most of the time I hit VIP 1600 in a month. Am I in VIP time? No. Do I always think like that? Yes. So think about this. If my goal every week is 2 customers, 2 promoters, and by the end of the month, I have 4 customers and 4 promoters every single month for 8 years, what would that tell you? So I always set it as a goal, but it doesn't get to just be a goal I write down. It's a goal I have to work towards. So how am I going to do that? The first thing I'm going to do is send out this message to a lot of people. That's where it starts. I've got to get them engaged with me and responding to me. VIP 800. That's awesome. Denise, are you actually in VIP 800 right now? Or is that just your goal like I do?
No, that's my weekly goal.
I love it. I love it. Y'all, that should always be your weekly goal. Does it always happen? Like last week, it didn't happen, but 1 new customer and 1 new promoter was big for me. And it was a large customer order, and it was a $400 pack promoter. So, I mean, how could that go wrong? Let's see. You know what y'all should do? Take a bottle of water with an Activate and hand it to them and just tell them Merry Christmas to the firehouse, and or a sample of Thrive. So I just have to tell y'all, and I don't know why I have not thought of this before. On my front porch, I have a little chalkboard that says FedEx, Amazon, UPS, US Post Office. Thank you so much for delivering packages to me and making my Christmas season easier. And then I have a big arrow pointed, grab yourself a snack and a drink. So I have a box out there. It's got beef jerky in it. It's got crackers in it, small waters, Gatorades. I put little Dr. Peppers out there for them. Y'all have no idea how many times they will knock on my door and tell me thank you for having them a snack out, because this season they sometimes don't get to stop. So why have I not put Activate out there with the bottles of water? I don't know. So today, that is what I'm going to go do. I'm going to go stick an Activate next to all of them. And I'm going to actually put my QR code. Very genius idea. I'm going to go put my QR code on everything that's out there, because I want them to scan that. What's on my QR code? It is my website. It's my link tree. It's got all my stuff. So I have to upgrade my little stuff out there. Why have I not done it? I don't know. Crazy. All right. So we've cleared our calendar. We've got something that we're going to send out to all of our reach outs. Gave you an idea for out there. I've signed up 2 customers and 1 new business partner. Yay, Natasha. That's your positive affirmation, or you actually just did it? Okay. 2 customers and 2 promoters. Absolutely. I love all of these. How many of you can make it a goal this week to send that verbiage? Be sure and change the day if you did on Tuesday or Wednesday to every free account. Could you imagine how many reach outs and follow-ups that would be? On the QR codes. So you can just go to an app and create yourself a QR code. Your QR code obviously needs to send them somewhere. So usually it's my sample website or the just one of the Thrive websites that you have. I actually have a link tree, link.tree, which sends them to my TikTok, my Instagram, my website, my Facebook. They can push a button for a sample. And if you want somebody to create a link tree for you, Jennifer Zant's son did, I don't know how many of ours. Like, it was crazy. He charged us like $15 and he created the whole thing for us with a QR code. So if you want that information, I just want you to private message me in Messenger and I'll connect you with Jennifer Zant and her son. Dominique, I have a lot of free accounts too. Like, I'm like, oh my God, that's going to take forever. 4 sample mail outs. That's awesome. Yes, Linktree and Milkshake are amazing. And if you have a QR code that people can just scan, like I actually have it now on the back of my phone. So if I run into somebody, I'm like, oh, hey, scan this and create yourself your own profile and I'll get you a sample or whatever. Like, it's back there for them. That way I don't have to pull it up on my phone. All right. We're going to move on because I'm going to talk to you about something for about the next 5 minutes. I do have a Christmas party tonight with Lavelle, with my Fort Worth team. So I got to hurry up and get out the door. But I've given you some stuff that y'all could work on for 30 minutes. Planning for 2022. So one thing that happens a lot is I'm so busy during December, I am going to kick this business off in January. Probably one of the worst statements that you could ever say. And obviously that doesn't apply to you guys because you're all on here, right? But what I want you to understand that in the month of December, yes, you're trying to get customers, you're trying to get promoters, you're trying to plant seeds. You are planting a lot of seeds in December because after Christmas, not January, but right after Christmas, people are like, holy crap, I got to do something different. I got to make a change. Well, they can't decide on January 1st. They need to order their stuff before January 1st. So obviously that's going to be another discussion that Tasha and I will have with y'all after Christmas. What do you send to people to get them to order now before January? But the bottom line is you really need to already be thinking about, how am I going to work those first 90 days of 2022? What am I going to do? I've got to plant so many seeds now. I've got to get everything rolling. I've got to have my habits of how I run my business on point so that when January does come, I'm already in the mojo. I already know what I'm doing. I already have this all working. But you also need to decide, what do you want your business to be in January? And I'm telling you right now, go to your calendar for the last week of December and write down a date in January that you are going to either Zoom with your team or meet with your team to write your visions, do your dream boards, whatever that is. One of my favorite things I used to do in Mary Kay is we got a white pillowcase and we painted on that pillowcase our dreams, our goals. And I remember the very first one I did, I drew the very first Mary Kay car on there and I slept on that pillow every single night. Do you know in 3 months I had that car, and 3 months later I won the second car that Mary Kay had, because I literally, just because I slept on it doesn't mean anything, but I looked at it every night before I went to bed. And so I visualized myself having that car, winning that car. Now over here, I have a dream board. I look at it all the time. It's right there. I don't miss it. But today, when I was talking about this on my 8 o'clock wake up and win, I was like, holy crap, a lot of that stuff has been done and it's December. I literally get to check off so many things on that because I stared at it every day. So every day that I was working, I knew what I was working towards. Like one of them on there says to have Briston's college education money saved. Well, my half, because she has a dad who has to pay half of it. My half saved for her by the end of 2021. I finished that last month. It was strategic and it sucked because I didn't always get to go buy everything I wanted to, but I have my half of Briston's next. Well, she doesn't even graduate till May. She didn't even go to school till next fall. My half is already saved. Then I wondered, why in the world am I doing this so quick? I got 4.5 years, 5 years she's going to be in school. Why am I trying to save all this now? But it's done. And I stared at it every day. It has a big Texas, this is even before she was accepted, a big Texas A&M sign. It had the amount of money that I had to put in there. And each month I was getting to mark it off and I finished it. I also said I was going to put a certain amount in my IRA, my SEP IRA. I actually bypassed that. So that's kind of cool. It says on there that I'm going to be building my new barn house due to COVID and construction costs. That was crazy. But do you know they're appraising the land today, this afternoon, to get the build started? We've already signed the contract. We're ready to go. They're appraising the land today. So hopefully that will be started before December 31st. But it's just crazy to me to look at that. So I want you to plan with I don't care if you just have one person on your team and they live in a completely different state. Have a meeting where y'all are on a Zoom and you're doing your vision board together. Start cutting pictures out. Go print off the car from Lavelle and stick. Which one do you want? I forever had a white Escalade. I don't know why I had a white Escalade because I have driven a black one forever. But I had that picture of that Escalade that I got to stare at every day. What do you want? What are you willing to work your tail off for a while to get the goals that you want for all of next year? And are you willing to lock arms with people on your team and say, then let's just do it. Let's go. Let's do it. Don't make the vision board and then stop showing up to things like this. Don't make the vision board and stop making your phone calls and doing your reach outs because life gets busy. I see Natasha's schedule. She probably sees mine because some days we're like, oh my God, how are we going to get a lunch and grow in? But that's a commitment we've made and we're willing to do it. So I know what her schedule's like, even though she works from home. She has 2 crazy kids that keep her super busy. My kids are 17 and 20 and still they're a lot of work. But I work around it's the glory of having this business that they know I have to work and then I can go do with them whatever I need to go do. Right. Okay. I'm going to check this chat right now.
Yeah. I can't say anything like you guys, if you are not using a calendar, like you aren't serious about getting it done, being proficient and having time freedom, right? I look at people and they're like, I don't have enough time. I'm like, well, let's mark it down. Like, what does your day look like? Well, I don't have a calendar. Well, how do you know you don't have time if you don't have a calendar? Like, I look at this I'll just screen share with you guys. Like, this is my week and this isn't including my IPAs and stuff. This is just my week, but I do it all on Google Calendar. And so I know all the yellow is all of my Thrive stuff. It's my team calls. It's my team. I got to show up. Like, here's 9 a.m. for Susan, right? If I'm available, I'm going to jump on her 9 a.m. But then I have my husband's schedule in here, my kid's schedule, and then all this white space, guess what? I get to build my business. Like, that is where I get to build my business. So this here is a gold mine to show you, yes, this is what you have available. And so you put in there your time of work and your time, like your 9 to 5, like the career you have. And then you look and go, wow, I have 2 hours today. Don't waste that 2 hours. Use that 2 hours, because eventually you will no longer have the 9 to 5 and you will have the abundance of a calendar to go, I can do more. And I'm telling you, the calendar is key to success. If you guys aren't using one, you really need to. Really, I can't stress that enough.
If you honestly look at her calendar and you see all that white space, that's really what all of us have. We all have the same 24 hours. It's just working efficiently. Natasha is a very, very busy person and has a huge team. So she has to still find the time to build her own personal business, even though she has a team. There's like an 80-20 split there, I do believe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
I used to never put it into perspective of percentages, but where do you guys always get sucked in, right? You get sucked into helping your team more. And then you realize I have a PPA of 0, right? And you're like, oh my gosh, what? I don't have my trip. Like, all those things start happening. And I learned a long time ago, and Susan, I think you did too, was, okay, the team is growing and they need my support, but my new people need it too. So I focus on an 80-20, just like she said. I focus 80% on reach outs, new, and 20% on team support. Now that ends up balancing itself out to be about 50-50. But if you can focus bigger on your new and less on your team, it ends up being pretty balanced. So just a little trick there.
Okay. Oh, thank y'all for continuing to post that. I know if people jump on later, it's hard to see it. You do need to prioritize updating your calendar. I'm going to tell you, they are Lunch and Grows are every Monday at 11:45. Being organized and getting your calendar into place has literally been a game changer. I'm not as good as Natasha of doing it online. I still need to see it right here so I can check it off. It's great. That's totally how I like to do things. All right, Natasha, I am going to have to jump off. I've got to be somewhere in just a little bit and get ready, go get my gifts ready for all my girls tonight showing up.
Today was awesome. Thank you so much, Susan. It was awesome. Thank you, everyone, for being here. And we will see you guys all next Monday at the same time, same place.
Bye.